everybody. My name is Juju.
And I'm Easy. And this is Real Talk with the Jeffersons on Jeezy TV.
This is a place where grown people meet to have a freedom of speech, even if no one else agrees.
And today our topic will be on child support.
So you're going to want to stay tuned for that.
Yeah.
It's Real Talk with the Jeffersons. Real Talk with the Jeffersons. Gotta keep it real with you and Easy. Got a topic, let's discuss it on Jeezy TV. Real Talk with the Jeffersons. Real Talk with the Jeffersons.
All right, welcome back to Real Talk with the Jeffersons. As you guys can see, we have two guests with us here today, and I'm going to let them introduce themselves.
Y'all know me as Keelin.
And I'm Ernest back for a second time.
All right, and we're going to be discussing child support. But before we do that, we will be getting into something that we like to call, what's the scenario?
All right. This is the scenario for today. And it's, so you have been paying child support for your child regularly. Then you hit a bump financially and fall behind on payments. Then your ex decides that you can't see your kid or kids because lack of payments. What would you do?
He made that one.
I mean, I've had that situation before where I've been in between jobs and I fell behind, but I still never had an issue with seeing them. I still got them every other weekend, so it's just I'll catch up when I can. That's the only thing you can do.
And to me, man, it ain't necessarily about hitting a bump in the road. I feel like when you can't do something for them at that point in time, whether you're doing bad or you're doing great, it's just all bad, you know.
Love should be more than the finances.
In the finances.
I feel like it should be more pertained about the kids,
Right.
or the kid than how you feel about certain situations or something. A lot of people get it twisted that a kid need more of a father or a mother figure other than the financials. That should come second, you know.
Yeah. I think I got that thrown in my face. But I don't think it ever happened to where if I'm not paying, you can't see the kid or whatever. So, I mean, I can't say I really experienced that, except the fact that it's been thrown in my face. Like, yeah, you behind on this. I'm like, I know I'm behind. What am I supposed to do? I mean, they're killing me.
Right.
Yeah, so, I mean, that's just what
All right, so how long have you guys been on child support, and how much do you have to pay?
Me, I've been on it with my oldest. She 9. I say they put it on. I'll say I'll start paying by the time she was 2 years old. I paid $325 for her, and then my oldest, I've been put on that since she was born. I paid $90 a month for her.
Lucky. Let's see. I've been on child support now for probably about no, not that one. About 16 years, give or take, 15, 16 years. And I pay altogether about $11.55 a month. Let's see. One gets one I feel is kind of unfortunate for her. From one of my children, she only gets $50 a month, which I think she should get more. So I try to do a little more, as in like clothes, shoes, things like that. One gets $452, and we have 3 kids together, and another gets $653, and we have 2 kids.
When I first got put on child support, it was 2010. Sheriff came to my. It's funny. The sheriff.
Ain't none of that funny.
No, I'm just saying the sheriff came to my door, and I thought I was in trouble. Like I thought I did something. You know what I'm saying? Like, oh, what the sheriff doing? Like I know I ain't did nothing. Came to my door and he served me, and then that was the first time I got put on child support. And they started me off at $349. Yep, $349. That's what I was paying for my first kid. Then my second kid, I got hit $417, So that put me at about $750 or something like that, or a little $750, and then plus the rears. I fell behind when I was going to school. I was going to school full time, so I wasn't like working. So yeah, that like when I was working at my last job, it was taking about $450 out of my check every 2 weeks, so I was at $900 a month. So yeah, that's pretty much how that happened.
Yeah, so I'm here, the voice of the ladies. I actually received child support. I've been receiving it on and off for about since my daughter was 3. She's 12 now. So what, about 9? Is that the calculation?
Yeah.
So about 9 years on and off. The court order was $302 a month, but I didn't get it a lot of the years, so he's back. So now I get about $250 every 2 weeks.
$500 a month. Yeah, they make you pay them rears.
Yeah.
Yeah, the rears are no joke. They start adding interest and all that stuff.
Right.
Yeah.
Okay. Okay. The second question is, how has child support affected your daily life?
Me personally, for my oldest, I ain't been locked up for 2 purge plan cases, you know. So me, I feel like they should look more into your background, your life, how you are with your children before they make them type of moves. Because some people out here struggle to make them payments, but in reality, they not with their kids' life. You know, I ain't been in the case to where I ain't told my daughter I couldn't get her a Happy Meal because I had to make sure I had this extra $5 to put on my child support case to keep from going to jail. So I feel like once they put you in jail for child support, that's time you can't get back from your kid, you know. And it's crazy because once you get in that predicament, it just mess up a whole lot of things for your daily life with your kids. So, yeah.
I mean, in my life, nothing really. I can't say it changed. I still try to talk to him as much as I can, see him as much as I can. I work, so I mean, it comes out automatically. So it ain't like I can't say I miss it because I mean, who wouldn't need extra money? But it's like you just work your life around it because I mean, it's something that you know is gonna happen. It's gonna come out. So I mean, and I still get them clothes. I still buy them shoes. I still, when they at my house, I feed them. I mean, I do everything still.
I would have to say that it definitely affects your daily life.
Well,
when you're working hard and they take like $300-400 out your check, and you're like, wow. And then it definitely affected me. Like when I was working at a job where I was getting paid like 18 something an hour, and then I only get like $200-300 checks. Like, come on, man, that's ridiculous. So it definitely affects your daily life. What I say about child support is that they don't look at that. I mean, of course, you know, we gotta take care of our kids and all that. But they don't look at the fact that we still got to live, or we probably got another family at home that we got to take care of. So, yeah, it definitely affects. And then especially like I be telling people that ain't got no kids, and they end up getting on child support in the future. Hopefully not, but don't get behind because you ain't never gonna get no taxes. You know, when you behind on child support, it goes on your credit report, all that. Like. It was one time I was trying to go get a new car, and dude was like, he behind on child support. I couldn't even get a car because of child support. So yeah, that stuff it definitely affects.
They take your license.
Yeah, they take your like. That's what I don't understand. Like they take your license.
Yeah, I don't agree with a lot of things that they do with child support. I don't agree with how much they take sometimes. I think it should be like a set amount that people on child support have to pay. Because it's like $5,000-6,000, all that money. I'm like. Okay, that's a bit much. And taking a license and a lot of that is just a lot. I don't know. Maybe they should make them just pay a fine or something that they're not paying. I don't know.
I feel like taking the license part is too much because then like I cannot pay y'all every month.
You can't go to work.
Right, you can't go to work. Or going to jail, like
or you can't get a certain job because they like, oh, we can't look at you liable.
Can't get a passport.
You can't even get a passport.
I ain't never caught a driving on suspension unless it was from child support taking my license.
Mm-hmm.
See, then you got a choice where, like you say, in that situation, it's like, do I pay my fine or do I pay this child support?
So you be like weighing this shit.
Yeah.
It's crazy, man.
So let's be honest. Do you guys think that you deserve to be on child support? Why or why not?
I feel like I don't because I'm in my children's life every day, and if I ain't seeing them physically, I'm making sure I am mentally. You know, I feel like the things that child support can do, I can do better and do it by myself willingly. You know, because there's certain times where I don't knock the parent, you know, the mom or nothing, you know, when she's low or something, but that's where, you know, as parents, y'all should be able to come together like, hey, I'm sure, you know, I need help with your kid for this. Not you just take the child support and do whatever you want, then you calling me 2 days later saying, hey, she need this or that, you know. And I'm like, well, I got to do this stuff by myself. I got to pay child support, then I got to help you. So it's like, I feel like I shouldn't because I could provide for my kids, you know, more than child support. So,
Okay.
Well, I put myself on child support, actually. I had certain situations, being that I'm older and I had kids at a younger age, with trying to deal with paternity issues. So that was like the easiest way to get that type of situation taken care of. If I knew the things now that I, you know, then basically I would have went about it in a different way. Because now, I mean, you got to look at it. DNA tests are way cheaper and easier to do now. But back then they wasn't. So, I mean, that was kind of how that situation arose for me. So I kind of had no choice.
I would say, my situation, I would say it's a yes and a no. Because the no would be the part when my kids were here in Nebraska. And I was there for them, you know what I'm saying? Cared for them, you know, I got them. And, you know, just I was being a dad. But, you know what I'm saying, now that they're out of town in 2 different states, yeah. That's kind of like the only way I can support them because of the fact I can't just, you know, get up and go see them when I want to. So, you know, just paying child support, you know, trying to contribute to what's going on with them. So, yeah, I would say it's a yes and a no between me on that part.
I feel like it should be a no because how you use the child support system to help provide for your kid, who's to say they really not getting it, you know, or doing what you could do. You know, that's where the parents should come in. Like, hey, I'm going to send you a money order. You know, I shouldn't be obligated to do something.
To go through somebody else.
Yeah, that I'm already going to go through. And that percentage that they taking out, that can be when you really need something and I can't help you. You know, I gave you child support. That percentage, I probably would have had that too, so I could help you with that. You know? So
that's real.
Okay, now coming from a woman's perspective, not all women, because all of us have different situations. We have to put that out there. Everybody has different situations.
I agree with that.
I didn't put my child's father on child support until she was about 3. That was after asking for help. Like, can you help me with these diapers? Mind you, I was a teen parent, so I needed a lot more help. I need help with these diapers. Can you help me with this daycare? I could barely get $10 out of it, like, ever. I just, you know, kept trying. I was like, okay, what I have to do, I got to do. You know, so I'm going to have to put them on child support. You know, most times you don't get it. And then, you know, sometimes I do. And I just feel like he had to, because I wouldn't have put him on there if he was
consistent
about it. Because I don't feel like if the other parent is helping and doing what they're supposed to do, that they should be put on trial. I feel like you should be able to work it out in a way where, you know, you do this, I'm going to do this, you know, come together. But the situation wasn't like that. Right. So I felt, you know, I had to do what I had to do at the time. So some people don't agree with child support at all, but if you're a single parent, I'm going to say parent because there's women on child support too. So if you're a single parent, it's hard. It's a lot of work with these kids.
In some cases, like my youngest, they went off for my oldest. You know, me paying child support with my oldest, so they was like, well, you paying your oldest, you might as well pay for your youngest, you know, so I feel like they don't do no type of research on why or if you should pay it.
Right.
They don't really care. It's really about, like, say your child's mother has your kid on Medicaid. And they're thinking about that because I know my daughter's on Medicaid and I know that they take some of the money and put it towards that. So that's what they're really thinking. They don't really care about you. They don't care about the mama or the kid. They don't care about any of that.
That's why I was saying, like, if you got a choice, try to do it yourself because the state really all they caring about as long as they ain't got to pay for nothing.
That's all. They don't care about the situation.
They don't want to pay for no medical. They don't want to pay for no dental.
Yeah, they don't care.
Because I mean, like I said, I pay my child support, and I got all my kids on my medical, my dental, my vision, life insurance, all of that stuff.
Yeah.
So.
All right. So to the next question: do you think it matters what the parent spends when they receive child support?
They spend the child support on. Okay. That's what we kind of got into earlier.
I
was like, let's save it for the show.
I feel like personally, it should go towards the kid and all about the kid. But then again, like say a parent in the bind to where the kid wants something, you got just that amount for that, So if you take something out your amount that you needed to use it for, then yeah, I ain't got no problem for you using that child support to help you back out since you actually use something for your kid,
Right.
It's like reimbursing yourself, but other than that, I feel like the child support is only there for the kid, so it should pertain to the kid.
Mm-hmm.
True.
Yeah. That's.
I mean, I look at it the same way. Like a roof over their head, gas in the car to get them back and forth where they need to go, food, clothes. I mean.
So you agree that it should also go to bills and stuff? 'Cause I've seen some arguments where they were like, it shouldn't have to go to that. If you can't pay those bills yourself, you shouldn't have my kid. I should have my kid.
Well,
so do you think that it should go to that
because
too?
you got to look at it. It's got to go somewhat towards that because gas-wise, how you gonna get them to school?
Mm-hmm.
How you gonna get them back and forth to daycare? How you gonna get them to the store to get that food?
See, that's why I feel like the parenting should come in because that's just like the dad. You don't know what the dad goes through on the daily, work, all that. He ain't got necessarily means to make this happen, so
True.
he ain't got child support to depend on. And what makes it bad is that he got to pay you when he could easily help you out, or in some cases,
But I mean, if you're
That's the
helping
issue.
out,
Some of them don't help.
you still might be helping out within that other way. You just giving it directly out of your hand to them instead of it coming. Well, I guess not to get it on the card or whatever, but instead of it coming that way.
Yeah.
Because I mean, if you now, I don't need to see you out going and getting your nails done and your hair done.
That's my thing.
But I have my nails done and I get
but you got a job and you do that stuff.
Exactly.
But see, you
a lot of women
really
do
know.
have jobs though.
And see, and then in that situation, like you said, some women have two jobs.
Mm-hmm.
You never really know what's going towards what.
Yeah.
And you can't, and that's the thing, like, you can't just be like, oh, I'm using my money to go do this and go out and kick it all the time because you really don't know it.
Yeah.
She could have probably just used yours to pay all the bills with and took her work check and just blowing it.
But
so
I
you
feel
won't
like
know.
as long as the kids are taken care of, it shouldn't really matter where that specific money goes to because you will never know. You'll never know because it's not your money anymore.
I mean,
actually, it never was your money because it never went to your account.
No, because they take that because they get it before you even
That's just
get
like
paid.
how Medicare and federal and state, everybody take that money out your account. That ain't your money no more.
True.
So
That's
you don't
true.
really know what's going on with that. Them people could have it in their pocket. Like, okay.
Yeah,
I feel like I don't care as long as my kids ain't walking around looking busted.
Mm-hmm.
Right.
You know what I'm saying? My kids walking around looking, and I know I'm paying all the child support. My kids walking around just looking crazy. You walk around just looking fabulous.
Right. Yeah.
You know what I'm saying?
I guess that's what I was trying to say.
That's what I'm saying.
Yeah.
I don't care. You know what I'm saying?
In other words, that's where it comes in. Make sure your kid is pertaining to your kid.
Yeah, make sure it's pertaining to your kid because it's called child support.
Yeah.
Right,
So support the child.
And then like how you saying, a lot of people like, oh well, she stay with me. I got her 20%. Well, let me get a chance at see what you got to go through. So instead of me judging you, I can say, man, you wasn't lying.
You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
I ain't getting no help.
It's hard too.
Yeah. So have y'all actually said that? Have y'all ever said like, okay, can I get the kid? Let me just, get a feel because a lot of I want to say man. The other parent, not the custodial, the non-custodial parent has the kids like on the week. So you don't get that feel of having to get them up every morning, take them to school, get them back home, do their homework, get them bathed, get their clothes out, put them to bed. You don't have to do all that or take them to their practices and all that stuff. You just have Saturday, fun day. Y'all just chill, basically. So you don't get that. So have y'all ever just said, okay, I want to do everything that you do. Let me get a feel for that.
I said it to one of my daughter's mom all the time. I said it to the other one a couple of times, but more out of anger. So, like at the end of the day, they get the picture, whether how you say it exact or up front, they get the picture. And I feel like if they can go around saying so much, oh, you don't get to do this, you don't see this, then should offer me the chance of trying to get to do that, you know, so I can actually see your point of view, you know. But a lot of people, a lot of parents don't want you to go through that, what they go through, you know. They want to be the one that just brag about it, you know.
No, I was just gonna say, like, I have been in that situation because I mean, I've lived when I first, like, basically, I'll say, like, I had my kids when I was like out of high school.
Yeah.
So me and their mother, we actually did live together for a good while, actually. Like I said, things didn't work out, but I mean, I was there for the full, like, cooking, and we were doing stuff together and all of that.
Yeah.
Then that was when all the other situations happened when I didn't live there anymore, and that was just the every other weekend thing.
See, but I looked at it like that, but when you counted as you being a part of the life as a family, then it's a big difference. Both y'all there and y'all putting
that's true. Is different.
So,
but when you away, it's like,
then it is different because y'all not working as a team together.
Exactly.
So then in that type of situation, if you want to put it like that, which I can understand, I'm just now recently going through that. I got a 16-year-old that lives with me now, and so I'm dealing with the getting up in the morning, making sure she's at school by 7:30, you know, because she's in high school, and, you know, making sure she gets home and she has food and she's able to have a place over her head. And well, I mean, I ain't really got to make sure she's 16, so I ain't really got to do too much, but I mean, she does live with me now. So that's kind of different.
It's different.
Yeah, it is. She works my nerves, I swear she does.
Yeah, I would say this, like I put on child support, I was young, so I was, you know, just childish. Like, I pay this and that, so fuck that. But, you know, I never looked at that, you know, as far as, like, single parents and shit. You know, they got to deal with that shit, you know what I'm saying? Like I deal with that shit now, you know, with my youngest. You know, we got to get up, you know, get him dressed and stuff, you know. I got to go to work or something and all that, so we got to look at it like that, like they go through a lot. So, I mean, like, child support, it's definitely, it's a bitch, man. It really messes with us financially a lot. But it really messes with us financially a lot. But we gotta think about, you know, mentally and emotionally the things that, you know, the mothers go through, or even the dads. I know single dads too that take care of their kids, but we gotta look at it like that. So,
but at least y'all got help, you know. I mean, y'all together, so like y'all share that. Like what he was saying, y'all sharing it.
Yeah.
So like you ain't really gotta do it by yourself.
But before I did.
Well,
we're trying to break that cycle though. It's like becoming a norm now with single parents and stuff, instead of, you know, people just staying together and right, because, you know, we both got kids, you know, outside of the kids that we have, but we want to just, you know, keep, you know, just building and, you know, raising them together. So that's what we need more of. It's too many single parents out here. It's sad.
That's true.
So, if you guys had any advice you would like to give to people that's on child support or people that could potentially be on child support, what would it be?
Well, I would take that.
My advice is to not overlook it. When I was young, like bro was saying, I was like, I pay it when I want to. I ain't worried about it. Well, I was always told about it, you know, when I was younger, never listened to it. So my advice was take it serious, look into it. You don't know what you're doing or understand, get somebody to help you. Whether my eyes, every little bit of advice is good advice when it comes to child support. You're always learning more and more as you go. So my advice, take it serious as much as you can.
Yes.
Let's see. My advice, I'd say, like, don't be, how they say, young, dumb, and full of you know what. Just keep on having kids. Yeah, but I mean, because nobody really, a lot of times you make choices and you really don't think about the long term. You think about the short term. Yeah. Oh, I ain't worried about it. Oh, she not going to do that to me. Oh, I ain't going to have to pay that much. But at the end of the day, it ain't your choice. It's going to be however, who, you know, might be the man's choice, the government, whoever, to say, hey, oh, you working pretty good. Yeah, we going to need all of that. You know what I mean? So and then you're going to be like, oh, why, what happened? Be like, you already knew what happened. You know, or either just, if you do want to go that route and you say, oh, well, I don't care, put me on child support, it ain't my kid anyway. Then you go through the whole other system and then you're gonna be forced to do it. So if you want to go that route, pay the couple $100 and just talk to each other and do a DNA test yourself.
Right. Go to Walgreens.
Right. And I guess I got them at Walgreens now. Do that. Go to Mari.
I would say my advice on child support, for the future, that I hope don't get put on child support, is to make sure you financially stable. Because if you're not financially stable, when it comes to that time you get put on child support, and then you fall behind, it's gonna be hard to catch up.
The only thing about being financially stable, like this is, I look at that like the same as how people say, I don't want to have a kid till I'm financially stable. You have a kid,
it's gonna happen.
You can hit the lottery and then have a kid and lose all that.
Yep.
75% of our parents wasn't financially stable when they had us.
No one is ready for children. You'll never be actually.
I'm just trying to prepare you.
I feel like just be more mentally stable.
Because it's gonna get real, man, when you have kids.
But then you can look at it like this. The best advice to give anybody is try not to even think about that. Like, be with somebody that you think you can be with, that y'all gonna be a team, and that just don't even have to be a situation that you ever even have to deal with in the first place.
That's true, but you always gotta have it in your thought. When women get mad nowadays, it's child support.
That's true.
It's just like with guys, as soon as they don't want to be with her no more, they feel like the easiest way to leave is just put me on child support.
Yeah. Or that ain't mine, or something like that. Yeah.
That's one thing I didn't say. Like with my second child, I had put myself on child support because we had made a deal. Like, I'll get it back.
That's the biggest lie.
I was just about to say, somewhere in the relationship, make sure y'all can
right.
Was he
biggest lie.
Get it back. Right. I fell for that.
They try to put you on child support for Lyric, like right when he was born. Right when he was born.
Week.
Yeah. Right when he was born, they sent something.
We got home to mail.
Yeah.
And I do say, like, the women, they can go down there and, oh, no, I don't want it.
Yeah.
Or sign it off or do that. But
or give you the card.
You know they ain't going to do that. Right. But, I mean, it's different ways around it that you can go about it as well.
Yeah.
You kind of want to, like, go into, like, things like, I don't think a lot of men know that there are, or maybe they do know. Maybe they just not financially ready for that. Like, going to the courts with it as to trying to change the amount that they pay or something like that.
It's a lot of paperwork.
It is.
It's a lot. I'm going through it right now.
Yeah. But it's going in the right direction. Right?
It's going in the right direction.
If it works for you.
If it works. I mean, it might not work for everybody. Yeah.
But that ain't, you ain't
make sure it's something y'all discuss throughout your relationship. If before kids or even after kids, so y'all both can understand.
Yeah.
And if you feel the modification situation doesn't work out, you can always get a lawyer.
Remember, modification every 3 years.
Yeah, that's true. Every 3 years, correct.
Yeah.
You're right about that.
Yeah. Is there anything else that you guys would like to add to this? You'd like to discuss?
Shout out to my little girls. Daddy love y'all the most.
All 6 of mine. I love y'all too.
All 6 of mine.
Shout out to my stepdaughter Jada, because that's the only girl I'm
Yep.
And my 3 boys. I had 3 of them things.
I ain't having no more.
I don't want no more.
I was lucky. I had 3 and 3, so I was cool.
I'm having a son one day.
No, you're not. You're going to be like me.
Child support ain't going to scare me all my
life. I would like to add, have a lot of communication in relationships. Because a lot of that will, help out, and then you won't probably be on child support. You might not even get pregnant by that person. You got to communicate. You see how they are. You see, what type of person they are, what type of, if they, handle their business before you have a kid. So communicate. Always communicate. Don't be quick to want to argue. I'm after this. I'm putting your child. I'm taking your kids away from you. Don't do all that. Maybe use condoms or have some type of.
It's a new decade. Them things they gonna stop selling.
Hey, you ain't lying, because the day after pill go on sale at Walgreens and Walmart now, so I guess that.
All right, I want to thank you too for joining our show today, and for everyone that is watching now that has not yet subscribed, please do so and push the notification bell so you can be notified every time we upload. We'll be uploading the Real Talk with the Jeffersons every Sunday at 5 p.m.
Oh yeah, and next week our topic will be on the LGBTQ community, so make sure y'all tune in. It's going to get real heavy.
Yeah, and if you have any other topics that you'd like us to discuss, please leave them down in the comments below.
And thanks for keeping it real with the Jeffersons.
Mm-hmm.
Oh, God.
Bye.